Hey, so today I'm here to do a little tutorial and review for you. You can probably hear the baby in the background, just ignore it. On the Anastasia Norvina Volume 2 palette. Oh my fucking god, this thing is a little sketchy to hold. It's like giant and heavy. So, this is what it looks like. You've probably seen it before. I love it. I feel like so many people are talking like so much crap about the collection and nobody's really doing reviews on it, like not any big YouTubers. Also, I feel like people keep talking crap about this one specifically because it's blues, and I'm like very offended because a lot of people like the first one and I'm like, no. I am so tired of pinks and purples. Blue is my thing. So I got this one, and yeah, I don't really have anything else to say about that. So I'm gonna start the video off with a tutorial, and then after I get some more thoughts about it, because I've only used it a few times, then I shall give a slight review and do some swatches and stuff at the end. So I'll just like put a little timestamp if you want to skip to the end. Yeah, this is the look that I did. It's pure rainbow madness on both eyes, but I feel like it's really pretty, and I tried to use like as many colors as I possibly could, so this is what happened. I guess if you want to see how I got this look, then just keep watching. Okay, so I'm gonna prime with the P. Louise eye base so that we can give this eyeshadow a good chance. Oh my god, I can't open this. Okay, why is this palette so hard to open? Like having nails, I want to like put my finger inside of like a little thing to open it, but it's just like magnetic. I used 3 colors yesterday on my lower lash line and I loved them. The color combo of them was like so pretty. So I'm going to do that on one eye, and then I'm going to do the warm tones on my other eye, so that we can like try them and see how they work. I just basically want to use as many shades as possible. Okay, so I'm going to start with the shade C4. This is the most beautiful fucking teal perfection. This used to be the color of my bedroom when I lived at my mom's, because this is like, well, this was like my favorite color. I feel like now I love it, but I like regular, like cobalt blue a little bit more. Anyway, it's stunning. Oh my god. Look at it. I'm a little concerned because I feel like colors like this can get patchy, so let's hope not. Doesn't seem to be so far. And I'm doing a little bit of a different look than normal, because usually my favorite type of looks are just darkness on the outside and then like lightness on the inside, but we're gonna do like a smoky eye rainbow on both eyes. So I'm just gonna bring it up like a little bit above my crease. Slightly. See, I feel like there's like a little bit of patchiness, but it's not like crazy. Okay, wait, that might be helping. I don't know. I mean, it looks pretty decent. Pretty decent. Okay, so now my next favorite color that I used is E3. This shade, I feel like it's so unique and beautiful. Like, it's just like a seafoam aqua teal. It's matte though. Basically stunning. Okay, now the next one, A2. This is like neon yellow green. It reminds me of the yellow green color that was in the electric palette, but it had like shimmer in it, and this one's like pure matte, and that makes me very happy. It also reminds me of the color in the Shane Dawson palette, but I haven't seen that one in person, so I can't like swatch them to see. This one might be more green, but when I put it on, it looks yellow, but there is a yellow in here. It's shade D4. Okay, that's the 2 yellowy colors. This one is the more greeny one, which I'm using right now, which I love. This one's more just like, it looks like pollen yellow. So there's a difference. Okay, I'm gonna go back in with the middle shade and just do some light blending together. Okay, so I've done some blending on this eye, and I literally love these colors together. The main teal color that I used, yes, it got a little bit patchy, not surprising to me, but it's definitely not as bad as some, such as the blue and the Jawbreaker palette. So now for this side, I did put a little bit more of the base down so that it would be like a little bit sticky again, because it took me so long to do this one that this side wasn't like sticky at all. So we're gonna do the warm side now for the people who like warm looks. I do think it's a good idea that they put in some warm shades in here just to like I don't know, like more options. Like if you wanted to do a rainbow look with this palette, you could, but it's mostly for blue lovers, which is me. What colors do I want to use? We have this dark maroonish brown looking color. I feel like that should probably be on the lid over here because it will be the same amount of deepness as the other side. This is a very interesting color. It reminds me of like a brick, a brick building. And by the way, it's called C5. Okay, this one's not patchy like at all, like the blue one. So I'm gonna try to use this Morphe M562 brush. I've got this to hopefully be like a little dupe for my favorite brush. Similar, but the Morphe one is more like flimsy a little bit. So we're using D2. I forgot to mention yesterday, I used this palette on my friend to try to just play around with it because I was bored and she had no makeup on. And I used the shade B2, which is a periwinkle color. And I used a black. And they blended very nicely. I didn't have any problems. I do like those shades. I think that this B2 shade is very interesting if my fingers weren't all stained. It's like a neon periwinkle blue purple. It's so pretty. By the way, every day I feel like I come to realize even more that blending eyeshadow is so similar to just like blending on paper. Like it's so similar to coloring and drawing with like a pencil. I feel like I never put those two together. It's just like the amount of pressure you use to like blend and then like to make it darker. I don't know. Maybe that'll help someone out there. If you're trying to blend eyeshadows, maybe try doing a look like this, just as like a gradient, and then like just imagine how you would do it on paper. This orange shade is blending out nicely. I'm kind of just trying to make it look even, not like actually blending it out because we're gonna put another color on. Okay, I'm gonna try going into the shade D4, which is the yellowy yellow color. I want to use pink, so I might put it on the bottom lash line because I haven't tried it, but I feel like I'm gonna have to do yellow up here or else it like wouldn't really go with the other side. I know they're completely different eyes, but I still kind of want them to look like symmetrical or something. I'm not sure how I feel about this brush. It's like, it's doing good, but I can't get enough, like, I don't know. Like I have to use it so lightly because it's very like flimsy. This side reminds me of like an actual fire. So maybe you can see the definite difference in the top yellows because this one does look like so much warmer. The other one looks so much more like neon. Okay, so I've been blending for a hot minute. I don't think it's like the eyeshadows. They don't look patchy. It's just like blending these colors together is taking forever. I have a little bit of a problem in here. Right in here. I don't know what it is because I haven't had a problem like around the rest of these two blending. They look perfectly fine, but just right in this corner, the brown and the orange are being a little difficult. Yeah, I don't know if I like put too much there. Like, I don't know what happened because the rest of it is not doing that. So I'm just gonna like leave it alone. It might be my eyelid, it might be the primer, I don't know. This, okay, on camera, this neon orange yellow literally looks like it's like glowing for some reason. That looks crazy. I don't know what's going on there. There's like a small problem here is I don't have a color to use on my brow bone. There's no matte like skin tone colors. So like the only one is like this metallic yellow white. I'm not sure. It's C1. It's really pretty. Like here's some of the other metallics too. So like they're pretty, they're interesting, they're different. Like that one and that one are almost like duochrome, like different colors. But yeah, I don't have anything to put on my brow bone, so there's that. So I'm probably just not gonna put anything up there because what I wanted to do anyway was just like a skin tone color. I could just use like a face powder for that. So for this eye look, I wanted to use my little Silva Beauty Hydroliners and do like some neon wings. I think I want to do like yellow on this side and then like neon orange on the other side. I just thought it would be like pretty because it's so like smoky. So yet again, I'm going to use my little brush that came out of my, this was like a NYX eyeliner, but it's basically the same as this Essence eyeliner brush that I like to use for painting eyeliner on. you know. So I'm gonna use this shade, Dance Party, for the blue eye. I don't know if this is gonna like completely ruin the look because sometimes when I do things like this it seems to ruin the look, but I'm gonna let that dry and then do another layer because you can definitely still see teal through it. I have the neon pink I was thinking about using on this side, but I feel like it'll just not show up as bright as neon orange. So I'm going to be mixing Scrunchy and I think Dance Party again. I think that'll give me a neon orange. Okay, yes, we are finally getting somewhere with the orange. My camera's about to overheat. Okay, this is what the eyes look like now. I know I covered up a lot of the wing, but like you can still slightly see them. This one's definitely more neon, but it turned green because there's blue underneath of the yellow to make green, and then this one is just like kind of their orange. They're just not being super opaque on top of such dark colors, but it's okay. I feel like it's still super pretty, and I'm gonna go do the rest of my face. By the way, I wanted to tell you I got the new, wait, this is not new. This is new to me. I don't think this is new. It's just a Morphe Bacon Set setting powder in translucent. I'm gonna try this today and see if I like it. If it's horrible, I'll let you know. There's some definite blue on my lips that's stuck there from yesterday from using lip scents, and it like never comes off, so it's just gonna stay there. I'm not gonna scrub my skin off to get that off. So anyway, yeah, did I wipe off my bake? Maybe I did not. The baby's up now, so if you hear any baby noises, that's why. Okay, so I forgot why I got that Morphe powder, and then I remembered, and I just went back and looked, and I remembered it said like satiny matte finish, and I was like, yes, because I feel like a lot of powders that go under the eyes are so matte and dry looking that you can look very crepey. So that's why I tried this one, and I realized when I was putting it on, like just packing it on with a sponge, I was like, that looks kind of like it's glowing. It was like right here, and then I was like, wait. It's like, oh yeah, that's why I wanted that. But it looks really good right now. Don't have anything bad to say. Okay, so we're gonna do the bottom of the eyes. Try some more colors. If I could open this fucking palette. I feel like a lot of these metallics are almost like, okay, when they're wet, they're more like boom metallic for sure. So definitely wet them, but when they're not, they almost look like toppers or something. Like they don't look 100% opaque. Yesterday, Alicia used one of these shades. I think it's D1. And put it on Haley's lid, and yeah, it looked super pretty. It's like a very pretty metallic-ness, even though like it looks straight up blue right there. It ended up looking like green on top of green because I'm telling you, they're like kind of transparent or something. Let's get a pretty shift. So I'm gonna put my base under my eyes because we really want the colors to pop. Did I tell you guys that I actually got the pre-order for Shane's palette? I think my last video I was ranting about how pissed off I was that I didn't get it, but like I got the pre-order, so it'll be here in like a month, and then, you know, I'm probably still gonna play with Alicia's before that. Maybe make videos making looks, but I'll have my own soon anyway, so yeah. Okay, I'm not sure. All I know is I want to put this pink on my eyes so it like it's going under there. D3 Hot Pink. I realized the only color I feel like this palette does not have is straight up purple. It has that color that is like a blue purple, but it doesn't have like the regular purple. You could probably mix some shades to get purple, I'm not sure. But I know that the first one is just full of purple, so. Okay, it looks like a basic hot pink. I think every palette in the world has to have a pink in it. I mean, come on. On the other side, I'm gonna actually use this B2 shade. This shade is very cake-up-y. But yeah, this is like the periwinkle color, and I just think it's like very pretty and unique. Maybe you should be closer. It's one of them colors though that I think if you really tried to pack it on, it would be patchy like the teal, but I don't think it would be too horrible to fix. Normally I do not like doing dark shades under my eye. It just like drags my face down, I feel like. But today we needed to test these out, so don't hate it. I don't hate it. Rise and shine. I love that color. I wish there was like a lighter version, like a dustier version of like periwinkle. I don't know. I feel like that'd be super pretty. So I'm gonna use ColourPop's Prance. Love this. And ColourPop's Insomniac for the other side. I'm just taking that on the end of a brush and putting it in the waterline. I suggest if you buy any ColourPop liners and they have the pot version of the color, they don't up like the neon ones, but if they do, to get this, it lasts 10 million times longer and it doesn't like break or anything like my old ColourPop ones did. I feel like I need to put something on the inner corners. Should I just keep this like 100% matte? I can't open this fucking palette. Okay, for this inner corner I'm going to use A2, which is the neon shade, and I'm just going to put that in there. I think I just want to keep this whole look very matte. I feel like whenever you do that, it just looks very pretty and clean. So we're going to do it today. Sometimes when I'm watching myself back on camera, I can't even understand what I said. Like, and then I'm like, are people having a problem knowing what I'm saying at this point? Because sometimes it sounds like a pure mumble. Hola, senor. I'm gonna use D4 on this inner corner, which is the yellow. Ooh, I feel like this is like a beautiful rainbow in my eyes. I'm gonna put mascara on and then I'll be back with the finished look. Okay, so for the review portion of this, I really like this palette a lot. I really like the formula, and I feel like every color that I've used has done like really good on the eyes and blended really nicely. We have some patching issues with some of them, but I think that that's just like the color, because there's like every color I've ever used like those ones is patchy. But this one's like workable still. Like you can like fix it. Anyway, my weird concern with this palette is I don't really know why there's so many blues that look so similar. I'm gonna like swatch some of them for you. I know they have different undertones, like there's differences, but when I was looking online I was just like, the fuck, I feel like these all look exactly the same, but they do swatch differently. For me, I feel like when I use blues, I like to have like a lighter blue to blend out the blue. Normally, that's one reason why I love the ColourPop Blue Moon palette. It's fucking amazing. So there is no light blue in this palette at all. So there's like nothing to blend these out with. They're all just like middle of the road blues, like not dark, not light. So it's just like, it's kind of weird. Okay, so B2, B4, B5, C2, and C3. Ugh! Oh my god. I feel like every time I do that, I'm gonna drop this. They all look very similar, very blue, very similar. There's the differences between them. You know what? I feel like you can see a lot more of a difference in person even than me doing swatches for you. But I mean, like, there's a difference. This one and this one, honestly, though. Like, the fuck? What? This one on this finger is the one that I put under my eye right here. And then the other one looks like a barely darker version of that. So it's kind of like, why? Just why? And one of these blues, C2, it has sparkles in it, but on my hand swatched, you can't, I feel like you definitely can't see it in the swatch, so, because it's that one, and that one doesn't look like any different than the other, so there's them two shades that were on my fingers beside each other, just if you wanted to see if there was any more of a difference whenever I swatched them. So I kind of watched Norvina talk about this palette, saying that there's not a lot of people that need and want palettes like this, but there are people that love color and pigment and just like intense, you know, creative type of palettes to use. I am one of them. So if you're one of them, I feel like you would like it. But I kind of feel like this palette is like hard to just use on its own unless you're doing straight up rainbow look, because there's no neutrals at all. Maybe this one brown, dark brown, weird color, and then black. But yeah, there's no transition shades. Like, I feel like a lot of people would use this with a different palette. Like, for me, for the blues, I would need like a lighter blue to like blend them. Also, there's no like brow bone or inner corner color. For me, being pale, I could probably use this one. The greens kind of look similar too. They're all just like barely off from each other. Okay, so I swatched the greens that I thought looked really similar. B1, B3, E1, and E3. I feel like there's just like different undertones. They're like all the same level of color. They're not like light and darks and whatever. They're all just like the same, but just like different undertones. So if you're someone who likes slight differences, you know, you're not like I just need a green. Just like one green will do me. Now, if you need like 7 greens that are all just slightly different, then I feel like this palette's for you. This one on my knuckle, this metallic right here, is A3, which to me in the pan looks like a metallic neon green, yet when I swatch it, it looks like almost like 100% yellow. So in conclusion, if you're like an artist who wants like a lot of different things, and I think this is great, I think the quality is great, it blended so beautifully on my eyes. I love what I created on both sides. And honestly, I like it so much that I kind of want to get volume 3. I don't really think I'll ever get volume 1 because it's not the biggest fan of those colors. So yeah, I think that's all I have to say for this video. If you like it, give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll be back soon with more videos. Thanks for watching. Bye!